Welcome to another movie review with the Help or Hinder YouTube channel. This is Miles Shockley, your Christian movie review film critic slash I don't know what I am at this point. All I know is I'm going to tell you which movies you should watch that are going to help your spirit, or which movies you shouldn't watch, which would hinder your spirit or hinder your walk. So let's get right into it. I watched another really cool foreign film from the Japanese film market, and this one is called the Asakusa Kid. So forgive my mispronunciation if that happened. Again, watch this in the native Japanese language. Throw on the English subtitles. Please don't disgrace yourself by putting on the English audio. So this movie really, I gave it a 7.2 out of 10. This film is pretty good. And when I say pretty good, it's because the basic applications don't bother you, or the basic storytelling applications or techniques don't really bother me. What really gave it into the sevens for me was the relationship between mentor and mentee, and paying respect back to the person who taught you everything, even though it was done kind of in a harsh way. They did it to get you prepared. And as a person that teaches, that loves to look at folks and see their potential and get them there, this really struck a chord with me. And there's a really awesome scene, I think, with 27 minutes left in the film, where they're the two comedians. The story's about comedy stage, comedy performer learning kind of the old way of doing things and having this dream, and what happens with that teacher mentor relationship dynamic as you become successful, and how the respect is paid back to the teacher or mentor who taught you everything you knew. And there's a really awesome scene where both men are walking down the street, and it's very Casablanca. They have just entertained a crowd in a restaurant, and the things that the mentor taught the mentee early on in the film, the mentee executes with perfection. So it's like trying to teach somebody a move or a technique, and they suck at it at first, and then they come back to you and they're doing it better than you are. And it's an amazing feeling when somebody grasps your techniques and now they're benefiting from what you taught them. It's the reward of being a teacher. It's why teachers teach. They love to see you guys, do well and exceed all expectations. So I will say that the majority of the film does take place in a strip club, which is strange that they had comedy clubs in strip clubs. But the good thing, thank God, is that there's no nudity in the film. There are just some posters, like some cartoon type posters, to give you the understanding that it is kind of a strip club in Japan. But there's no nudity, thank God. There's no I didn't have to pause it, fast forward, not pause it, but fast forward. Look, now everybody's going to judge me, but fast forward or block out the audio at all, which was really nice. So the filmmakers did a good job of just allowing it, like insinuating, getting the point across. Yes, this is what happens, you know, in our culture sometimes, or happened at one point. This is where a lot of comedy folks started to get their reputation. And I also learned a whole bunch about like manzai and that style of comedy, which is like a tag team duo where someone's very straight, uh, very like realistic, very matter of fact, and then the other person's like really wacky, and they play off of each other. So it's kind of like doing the Oscars with a partner, hosting the Oscars, I should say, and that's really cool. Also, kanji, which are Chinese characters in Japanese Chinese characters, and sometimes people will utilize that language or scripts or writings in their culture, which is really cool to find out as well. So it was nice. It's like literally like getting on a plane and going to Japan for a few hours. It's really cool. And I love the mentee mentor relationship. I love how the guy who goes on to be wildly successful, as the film alludes to, being a huge time millionaire, still pays his respects to his teacher, and pays respects to his quote unquote master or sensei, which is just awesome to watch on film. So the film really doesn't help or hinder your walk. The comedic style was a little slapsticky, I would say, a little slapsticky, a little kind of like a Japanese rendition of Charlie Chaplin with less makeup in parts. But overall, a fantastic movie. I gave it a 7.2. And again, I'll see you guys in the next Helper Hinder movie review. I'm Miles Shockley. God bless you guys. You know I'm praying for you. You do, you do, you do. You know I want you to have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Till next time, love you guys. Bye.